Hey guys, Joe here, and look, he changed up the background. He's wearing the brown table. Subscribe if you know what I'm talking about. If you're new to the channel, thanks for coming and checking it out. I really do appreciate it. If you're a returning member, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment, a like, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow organically. Or if you'd like to just jump right in and help the channel grow, become a member. You can leave me special questions. You get access to early videos, such as the ones that are currently up. If you look at my video section, they'll say members only, and they're only for members because that's what members only means. Use my Amazon affiliate links as well as help out some of the stores and people I talk about in my videos. Yeah. Wait till I get sponsors. Then it'll be like Demolition Ranch, 3 minutes before the video. Somebody timestamp me. Anyways, Liberty Arms, Harrisonburg, Virginia. They provided what I'm going to be showing you. This is a revisit and redemption, kind of. I didn't get much wrong in that video, but I wanted to talk about it and redo it so that it was proper. Plus, it's been a couple of years, so new video, new people, new times. Check them out. Can't link them, obviously, but they will hook you up if you get a hold of them. What we're talking about today is a box with warnings on it. Yes, what we have here is a Glock 48. Going to drop the mag, show you that it's clear, nothing in it, good, and we will talk about it here. I always take stuff out, the gun lock is out, and some of the other stuff, but when you buy a Glock 48, you get the gun, you get 2 magazines, a speed loader, laughingly called a speed loader, get an Uplula, they cost 25 bucks, and they work 50 billion times better than that one. Your magazine, owner's manual back there, and a cleaning brush. All of a sudden I have the hiccups. Maybe it's because Mr. Glock, the shovel maker, heard me talking bad about it. But let's go ahead and talk about this, the Glock 48 Slimline. Technically, it's a Gen 5 firearm. It's kind of like a Gen 4.5 because unlike most of the Gen 5 stuff, it doesn't have ambi slide locks. But we'll get into that here. Let's go ahead and close this up. This is the carry pistol of choice for a lot of people. Now, this is the 48, so it's kind of like a 365 XL, even though it came out beforehand, where it's a little bit longer than the 43X. I went with the 48 for a couple of reasons. Number one, I like the longer slide. And number two, if a cheap Glock 43 ever walks in the door, I can easily, and you can do this too, take your Glock 43 slide, put it on your Glock 48 frame, and you make your own damn 43X. So you can have 2 guns for the price of 1. It's a way to get around the whole, this being the serialized part. This you can get on eBay, which I have been thinking about, but we're going to back off a little bit. Looking around it, this is the black, all black Slimline gun. It's the one that I prefer. The one with the silver nitride finish is fine, but I prefer this. I think it looks better. Comes out of the box with the U-notch and front dot sight arrangement. I immediately blacked out the rear sight and left the white front dot sight, so it's a much easier picture to pick up. I think it looks way, way better personally. Being a Gen 5, even though it's the first version of the gun released, it does have front and rear slide serrations. If your hands are better than mine, you can probably do it, but yeah, they're not that deep, so your hands will slide. However, it does help if you do overhand manipulation like I do. Same thing with the rear. They aren't very aggressive, but you can manage it when you have to. Standard polymer frame that they've been using forever. I believe it's glass fiber reinforced. This one has no finger grooves. Again, mimicking, I was going to say mocking, but mimicking the Gen 5 design. It has the 2-pin setup, which is Gen 5, and it does have a undercut a little bit. I can actually get my whole hand on it, which is good, but I think that could go up a little bit more. And if I keep the gun for the long term, I plan on getting this frame redone like one I'm currently waiting to get back. You will notice this mag release looks different. That's because I already have the Shield Arms 15 round magazine in it. Steel magazine in a Glock. Who'da thunk? But yes, the Steel Mag Shield Arms allow this firearm to have a capacity of 15 in the mag and 1 in the chamber. So you get 16 rounds, which is the same as a standard Glock 19, which is impressive capacity. Glock knew what they were doing when they created the mag, because 10 rounder, single stack, 15 round, stagger stack, and it works just as well. The only caveat, and the reason why this one's been changed, is because you're going with a steel magazine with sharp cutouts here, you need to run a steel or aluminum at least mag release to prevent that from wearing out. However, mine has an issue where I think this one wasn't manufactured 100% right, even though it is a Shield Arms mag release, where it's not releasing the 10 rounders. So I'm either going to have to change that out, or I'm just going to have to only run 15 rounders. The Shield mags drop free. This is the main difference between the original review and now, is these were released afterwards, and these are a goodness send compared to just the 10 round capacity. Just 10 rounds in a small gun. Just. He's only saying just. But yeah, otherwise the gun is unchanged from the review I did before. However, I've learned other things. So I'm going to show you how to take down a Glock. If you don't know how to take down a Glock, there are other videos you should be watching first, including tying your shoes and your ABCs. But lock her open, make sure there's nothing in it. As you can see, there's nothing in it. Ow, the extractor or ejector poked me. But go ahead and release your slide. Take your hand, do that. You have to pull it back just a little bit. Put your fingers on the 2 takedowns and pull the trigger to release the slide. I have not re-oiled this one yet. I normally do that right away, but I left my oil at the office. When you see copper inside, do not be scared or alarmed. That is just assembly grease. It's not going to do anything. Take out your spring, which is a 3-spring affair, and it is steel, which is nice to see. You can always upgrade it if you want to, but these work very well. Barrel comes out the standard way, and it is a 4-inch barrel, which is a nice thing to see. It's about a 1/2 inch longer than the Glock 43X. This hole I thought was like a reverse compensator to give you extra recoil. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually think that. But what it does is it allows you to get to the front sight post so that you can change that out if you want to run a fiber optic or a different front sight, which I will do at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. I had a customer, and this is a little bit of a side. I want to talk about this real quick. Tell me that he thought all the Glocks in my cases were used because the coating has come off the inside of the slide. Let's talk about that for 2 seconds so that you guys don't run into the same issue. And this isn't shade on anybody. It's just a little bit of education. Earlier versions of the Glock had better coatings on them. It's the only way to say it. The new coating comes off. He showed me his 40 cal, which he's owned for like 20 some years. And even though it's had thousands of rounds through it, his finish hasn't come off. He emailed me the pictures, and his finish hadn't come off. That's why he thought this gun had been fired. But as you can see, just from the test firing, which is anywhere from 5 to 50 rounds, depending on if it's in a sample size, it will take off some of the finish internally. It's NBD, no big deal. Just freaking deal with it. But if you are going to be picky, you're going to have to deal with that because newer Glocks seem to have a slightly cheaper finish, or depending on where it was manufactured or when it was manufactured, it could be slightly different. Not 100% sure. But if you want to put it back together, as you can see, you just take that and you slap her together. Super easy. Glocks are known for ease of use, reliability, and ease of maintenance, and this one is no difference. Horrible trigger, horrible trigger, horrible trigger. No way around that. Glock's junk triggers. That pre-cocked striker, which they haven't changed even from their original guns, sucks. No other way to put it. They suck, they suck, they suck. You can improve them, of course, but you can hear it. And you can actually feel the gun move from the way that striker, or excuse me, the connector, either the connector or the trigger itself is moving. $100, you can always change that up and get a much better trigger. I've run Steel City Arsenal and Apex, and I like them both much better than this. Reset is decently short, though. Next shot is fine, but again, sounds like a toy. Just doesn't sound as premium as it should for a $500 plus asking price in 2022 money. What do I think of the gun overall, though? I think it'll be a good one because, gee damn it, I bought it. This is my gun for the channel. I passed on a SIG 360, or excuse me, 320, because I didn't feel that it was going to work for me as a carry piece. And I wanted a Glock, and I wanted a Slimline, because I haven't owned one yet. And I wanted a carry 9mm for the channel for testing purposes. So this fits all those bills. Speaking of bills, don't forget to subscribe, use my Amazon affiliate links, and let me know what you think of the firearm. If you own one with the shield mags, did you have the same problem when you first started using them? What you think overall of the Slimline program, because I think this gun is superior to most of the other Glocks just because it's the same width as a 1911 with a better grip angle. I think they changed the grip angle like 3%, but it made a big difference. I'm going to get out of here. It's very late and I've got a lot of work to do. Come back for some range time videos and some comparison videos with similar sized guns. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I will talk to you later.